Hey guys, it's BChamp227 here, and sorry it has been a while, but I have been pretty busy with finals, graduated high school, so I'm very, very happy about that. I'm going to be going to Purdue next year for engineering, so that'll be a lot of fun. But anyhow, on to Nerf things. Something new, this rainbow pump is old, so you may remember it from some of my other videos, but what is new on this rainbow pump is this 3D printed Wye, ball valve, nothing special, and these are silicone dome darts. They're made by Snickers. I recently got a kit for myself. They're a lot harder to make than pretty much every other dart that I've ever tried, but they are outperforming everything, and I really respect people who can make these well, like Snickers, but they are shooting crazy far. This barrel is PVC on the outside, sheathing brass, telescoping brass and PETG barrel. I don't really know how long it is. I just kind of made it up as I went, but it shoots really nicely. And I wanted to make this video because there's not very many good videos about silicone domes shooting through this 3D printed Wye, so this is a review pretty much of the 3D printed Wye. I'll do it really fast, pretty much. I'm not going to do an outdoor shooting test, and a lot of times silicone darts do shoot through normal Wyes, but they just kind of like poop out the barrel and just go bloop, bloop. You know, it doesn't really go that far. It spins out of control. But I've tested this a lot, and just trust me, if you guys really want a firing demo outside, I can. But these shoot much further than my slug darts for sure. And I'm going to fire this off without any misfires. I believe there are 9 darts in here currently, so you can count that. I didn't misfire any. You heard many of them went through that cardboard right there. Oh, it's not focusing. Okay, there we go. Went through the cardboard right there. Some of them, well, those were just sitting there, but a lot of them bounced off because they do have a very rubbery tip. So they get very bouncy. They bounce pretty far when you hit something hard like that. They're very durable, very powerful. They are very aerodynamic because they are domed darts. And the foam, of course, is very nice pink foam. Highly suggest it. I would suggest actually everybody trying to make silicone domes themselves. It is difficult. And it takes a little bit getting used to, but it is well worth it. Especially if you get multiple molds, then it goes really fast. You just fill all the molds up. I'll have a video of this later, but you fill all the molds essentially, let it cure, and I had enough, so I have like 252, I believe, maybe a little bit more, 262, something around that, domes at a time, and then pull those out, and I'll have the darts like done or the blanks done while it's curing, and it'll be all ready just to assemble, put together. I've been using goop to put them together. It works pretty well. It just sticks better and it's easier to center, so I suggest using goop for anyone who does that. Go visit Nerf Haven. Kane has a featured sales thread, Kane the Mediocre, where you can get these domed darts. Here is a quick close-up. It's just pink foam, really easy, high visibility to see, and aerodynamic. This was made by Snickers, very nice. That's it for the 3D Wye right now. You can get those from Chronos Nerf mods. They're 3D printed Wye at a shallower angle to allow shooting of those dome darts. They do shoot streamlines, but this barrel that I have right here will not work with streamlines because streamlines are a little bit thicker than the pink foam. So I just didn't do a test with that. I will later. I'll probably do a test actually outside now that I think about it with the 3D printed Wye so people can see that. And may get something out a barrel out to shoot the Streamline or Elite darts or something. And anyhow, next, you can stop watching if you're not interested, but I have a commission that people wanted to, or that my commissioner wanted to see what I made. This is a rainbow pump for him. And usually, again, guys, I don't do commission or videos for guns that I make unless they're really, really special, except upon request. This one is pretty much basic everything. It is shortened. Shorter guy I made it for. He lives in Canada, and he requested a shortened one. This one was at 5.5 inches of draw, so it's pretty. You can compare it to, if you put the stocks in the same place, you can definitely see where this one, the handle is. Hopefully, sorry. If you line up the stocks, you can definitely see that where this handle starts, which is now right where my thumb is, right here. And you can definitely see the difference in draw length on the two of these. Shoots very, very well, 5.5 inches of draw. I have this whole box of darts for you. This, I'm not completed. This is about 200 something darts in here. I haven't completed doing your darts yet. It's taking time, but I do have beige foam slugs. They all have white heads, because that's what I had on hand. And let me just load up a few darts here so I can do a quick firing test. Okay, loaded it all up. Just be firing off 4 darts for you. There we go. Probably couldn't see it, but a few of them, there's a little bit of mist coming out, or dust probably coming out from cutting the PVC. That is just because the barrel was pretty new. I haven't used it that much. But again, you will be getting a different barrel from this one. It has a very, very smooth prime. I don't know why. I don't know what I did, but it's very smooth for some reason. And I really, really, really like it. I hope you do too. It's a really, really great rainbow pump. You'll just be getting a all gray barrel instead of the transition barrel like so. Next up is your night finder. And here is your night finder. I actually just made a video segment, but I just changed something on it, so I thought I should make another video segment as a replacement. And again, sorry it is minimized. This is how it is minimized. This is all I had again. I could not find any night finders anywhere around me in stores. Only thing I have left to do is put a screw up top here, since the original screw port was destroyed, because you have to put this in so it can't fit with the screw port there. You have to put a screw or something up top. Probably put a zip tie actually, because they look a little bit nicer than a screw kind of sticking out the edges. At least I like the look a little bit better. And what I replaced in the back was here. I just added a piece to the back, so when this fires, it does not hit the fronts here, and puts a lot of because that puts a lot of pressure on these screws. Is it hits the fronts, and these screws that hold the plunger tube in try to pull through the shell. And so what I did is had it hit through the back and put 2 felt pads that are like the ones used in slugs. So it impacts like that instead, and it still goes pretty much all the way to the forward. You can see there's a tiny, tiny gap there, and you can when this fires, it'll compress the felt a tiny bit more and go a little bit further forward. As you can see how I'm doing there, I'm just pushing it back with pushing with my hands, and of course the full spring power will get that like that, and that's pretty much perfectly aligned. And I guess I need to redo the firing test also. Here's a close-up really fast. Beautiful, beautiful spring. Nylon pullbacks right here. Very cleanly done in my opinion. This is very cleanly done with the bottom. Right here you can kind of see the shadow of the screw in there. Screw is on bottom. It is countersunk in. It's right there. It's countersunk in, so you can't even tell. 3/4 inch screw goes all the way, helps distribute the pressure. And let's see, you can see the draw. Right, it goes from this, and I think about 5.5 or so inches of draw, like that. Very, very smooth. You can kind of see in there, it's pretty much full compression of the K26. Measured out very, very nicely as I did it. I'm really, really happy with this Night Finder rifle, and I do admit I'm very, very sad to see this go. PVC coupler at the front, and all I have here is a breech like this that I made for right now because I don't have a speed loader. I made this. This is for my 211, but anyhow, I'm going to just do a quick shot right here. With this, fires very well, I'm sure, as you can imagine just by looking at it. And I'll stand back. Whew. If you remember how I talked about those silicone domes being bouncy, I saw that one just bounce like crazy. And anyhow, I don't know if there's really anything else to say. Replace catch spring. Screws right there. They're sharpied over very lightly just to make it a little bit less shiny and more inconspicuous. Right, it's all mechanical fastening right now, except for there's mechanical fastening the screws, as you can kind of see here, as we're covered up by E-tape, so it doesn't cut you. And goop for the coupler. That's the only thing that's not mechanically fastened, but I mean it is mechanically fastened and gooped on top of that. These are lock nuts right here, so it shouldn't come loose. They're not like regular nuts, which you can kind of just twist. Lock nuts, very nicely done. The nylon pullbacks are very nice. Oh, again, it's so smooth to draw. I love it. So hopefully, I mean, it's really easy for me, but I think I remember this being for your younger brother. I hope that he's able to pull this back, because it is still a K26. If not, he'll grow into it. Catch spring, I mean, it's not gonna. You have to pull the trigger. It's a replaced catch spring, so don't worry about that. Don't dry fire it, just like anything else. Even though it hits back here, wouldn't suggest dry firing it. I did once to test it. Nothing happened, but I would not suggest it. I always try to test the durability by dry firing once, because of course that may happen accidentally for you. Nothing happened, so nothing I needed to fix. And I will get a speed loader for you that will hopefully fit your darts. Again, your darts that you're going to be getting are a little bit fatter. Don't work that well in CPVC, but I'll make it work. So don't worry about it. And once I finish your darts, you'll be getting all of this. Please shoot me an email if you have any questions. And to everyone who stayed through this video, even though this is not yours, thank you for watching.